Doesn't it feel like society is constantly pressuring us to go to college and get a 4-year degree? It's almost as if there's no other choice. Graduate high school, go to university, get massively in debt, or send your parents massively in debt, about $127,000, and maybe, just maybe, you're part of the 60% that actually gets through 4 years of college and gets the bachelor's degree, and you're not the 40% that drops out. And then after that comes the struggle of finding a job. As many people tell you, that degree does not guarantee you a job. You think it would, but it doesn't. And now you're struggling to find a job, you got a whole lot of debt, you have no work experience besides maybe the minimum wage job you're doing or part-time job you're doing while in college. I mean, there has to be another way to make money after high school. There has to be other career paths we can take, right? Actually, yes, there are other career paths you can take after high school. I mean, after all, let's be honest, not all of us really know what we want to do after high school. I thought I wanted to be a cop. Then 4 years later, I realized that's not what I wanted to do. These are 4 alternative career paths besides going to college after high school. The title here will seem a lot simpler than what I just said. These are in alphabetical order. Number 1, military. Now I know what you're thinking. Wesley, aren't you in the military? Doesn't that make you a little bit biased? Not really. I wouldn't suggest the military for everyone, but there are some perks to it. You get job experience right away. You can do 4 years and get college completely paid for. They give you $84,000 for college. $84,000. That should pay for every 4-year university. If you join the right branch, pick the right job, you can even travel to cool places like Spain, Greece, Italy, Japan, Cuba. I wouldn't suggest Cuba though. Heck, you might even like it. You do 4 years and you're like, I gotta read a list. I mean, this is awesome. You could do 20 years and retire. You could retire potentially at 38. You get out of high school, graduate, go to boot camp, 20 years later you're retired. You got a retirement paycheck at 38. And you can do something else. You can do something you want. Heck, you got money constantly coming in now. I must say though, if you're enjoying the military, do your homework. The recruiter's not going to give you all the truth. Talk to people who are in currently or people who have just gotten out. People who have been out for a while kind of forget, they get nostalgic glasses on, you know, either they hated it or they loved it. Talk to people who just got out or people who are in currently who get all the best info. Number 2, start a business / be self-employed. After all, maybe you already have a skill. Can you design a website? Are you proficient as an artist? Can you write books? I mean, heck, as an author, you get to work your own hours. All you need to do is find a publisher who will publish you. That's kind of the hardest part. It's a risk, but it can pay off big time. After all, instead of going to college, if you already got a skill, why not use the skill you already have? After all, maybe all you need to do is start the next big website like Twitter or Facebook. Or if you're an artist, paint your own The Last Supper. Or you can even write a best-selling novel like Left Behind. I'm half waiting for comments about how Left Behind is false now, just because I said. Or maybe you can start a cupcake shop, you know, bakery place. Or you can run your own hair salon. The options are truly limitless. It just depends on what your skill is. Pro tip, I would do some business classes if you're gonna start a business. I wouldn't just jump into that. Number 3, a tech / vocational school. Do you want to learn a real life skill that translates to a job for fairly cheap, and usually in a year's time you can learn a skill that actually can get you a career job right out of the gate. And heck, some of these jobs, later on down the line, you can actually start your own business because you've been in the field long enough and you know how everything works. Some examples are electrician, plumber, auto mechanic, aviation mechanic, guys who do the heating and air conditioning. I think they're called HVACs, don't quote me on that. Number 4, volunteer. Wait a second. Volunteering doesn't pay money? Wesley, you promised us jobs that would pay money. No, you're right, it doesn't. But guess what? It's work experience and you don't go into any debt. For some of us, maybe a small percentage, this is actually a great option. You got some examples like AmeriCorps. They actually allow full-time volunteers starting at 17 years old. They do community initiatives like helping the environment, services for the homeless, youth programs. So that's just 4 ideas, 4 alternatives of what you can do after college. I'm sure there's more. That's just touching on and get you thinking, heck, I don't have to do college right after high school. I know, and this is still kind of going to college, but you could also go to community college first and then figure out what you want to do. That's a whole lot cheaper. It's not really an alternative to college because you're still going. It's just a lot cheaper. Now, is there anything I missed? Let me know in the comments. Check us out at geeksonthegrace.com. Other shameless promotion stuff.